And they are ready for some football here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. Today, we see who's better in the NFC. It's the Detroit Lions and the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward calling this contest for you. And right now, we're putting the secondaries on notice because we have a couple of wide receiver rooms, not just dudes, rooms that can test every level of a defense.
Yeah, it's more than just the headliner, right? We know the top options, but for these offenses, it's the depth at the wide receiver room that's such a big deal. If you overcommit to the biggest playmaker, a couple other players, well, they could hit you down the field just as easily. And with how both offenses love to mix up their routes and looks in the passing game, you better buckle up in the secondary.
Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills. And it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the gun, Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. 4th down, Goff throwing. That one complete to St. Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the Eagles' 34-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 34. Short pass brought in. Ooh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on third down now. Gain is to the 27.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Trying to sneak here, Goff. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
2 yards on the play. First down, Detroit.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Goff to the air now. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, 3rd down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Running it with David Montgomery. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Goff on 3rd. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This from 28 yards away. Bates' kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Xavier Gibson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, around with Barkley. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Hurts now from the gun. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Let's get it out wide, complete. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Stays in the pocket, and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for another Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. A throw right side, caught by Goddard. And this one does not go far.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. from the 17. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter block, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect one-for-one.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles one up the opposing field goal, and they start with 7 on their opening drive. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Now Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing from the gun here. It's on target to Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. First and 10 from the 41. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. It's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action here with Goff. Has the connection to right. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. They kick the running back in motion. Again, Goff. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
And the Lions, first down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
First down, ball at the 36. Goff off the play action. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Now Gibbs. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
Really, 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number one, you got to sell it. Right? You really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. He's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 5 yards. Things looking good. 2nd and goal now from the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Gibbs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell and stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions push their lead to 3.
Eagles 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Jukes one defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
On 1st down, Hurts. Finds Brown right side. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st and 10.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Barkley Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They go to Barkley again. Second down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Hurts. Holding down the sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
Score Eagles 14, Lions 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's a return from the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap here to go. Has him on the quick hitter. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And now they face second down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Oh, he loses the football. And he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Come up 1st and 10. They're gonna throw again. Goff finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. That one gains 7. And that gives the Lions the first.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Slaw, the man in motion. Out of the shotgun. Goff. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Now Goff. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Kicked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, no more excitement here in this first half. He kneels this one down. Both teams head to the locker room. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here no doubt made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Gibson now to return. Jukes out a one-stop. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pass complete to Goddard. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Hurts on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Barkley off the pistol give. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hurts now from the gun. He lofts it deep left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Elliott connects there. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. First down throw from Goff. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Goff off the play action. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds after, looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Defender arrives complete.
Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Again, Goff. It's on target to Williams. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Detroit.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Goff to the air now. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. That's to Laporta again.
And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Is Reed Blankenship making the stop.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
From the 29. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
A tight end in motion now. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 16. Caught just shy of the goal line. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I like crossing routes versus zone coverage, but man, do I love crossing routes versus man-to-man. So hard on those defenders to stick with those receivers all the way across the field. Even for the best athletes at that position, those throws are almost impossible to stop.
From the gun, Goff. And they take this in for the score. The Lions start the second half with some needed points. It's a Jared Goff touchdown.
That is what I call empty in the tank right there, baby. Giving him all he had. He's not a running quarterback by trade, but he's creative. He just made him pay.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions make it 17 all.
17.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. The Eagles are ready to set up shop on offense. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Hey, Kate, you ever run into a brick wall? No, me neither. I think we just watched it.
At the 38-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and...
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the 4th quarter. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running the 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they could still do their damage.
From the 46. Lofts it deep right side. He's got it inside the 10. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
24, Lions 17. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Detroit.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They bring the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They motion a receiver left. Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. It's a quick play to St. Brown. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
1st down, Lions.
He did such a good job of not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now trailed by just a point in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
24-24.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. I'll start this one out with Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was brought down by
now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Slot man motioned over. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Has a man, it's Brown. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
A.J. Brown. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Looks like the Lions going with a dime set here. 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. The Lions get ready to return to the field. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap here to go. Hits him on the out route. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Goff on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. Back to throw it. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 30-yard line.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Goff to the air now. Taken in by Williams outright. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Cooper DeJean on the coverage.
Running it with Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Lions pushing to get within range for a game winner. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
The Lions readying for the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this 2nd half. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. He'll look to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. But it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Back to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Lions calling timeout. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. release tackle for a short gain. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Setting up to pass. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Gets it out wide, complete. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
One is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute!
Roughing the kickers. Defense.
So they'll decline this and take the result. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here he is to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. Pushing it up past the 30. And he gets out of bounds, but just 8 yards. They needed more.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Goff. It's taken in by Williams. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And the Lions, first down.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.